Hello, Pokemon Go trainer. This is Life After 50, a Pokemon Go podcast. I am your host, Josh Flores, and welcome. Yes, welcome. Finally, okay, we get it. Finally, guys, welcome to Season 2, Episode 1. Evolution. I had to name it that because that's what I went through, an evolution. I mean, there's no other way to say it, to describe it, to tell it than with a proper story. Now, I know I have a lot of splaining to do. Last time I was working on episode, I think 34, and things just happened, and blippity bloppity bloop. 6 months, 8 months have gone by, and here I am on video. So basically what happened was Casey, my girlfriend for like 3-4 years, however long it was, she broke up with me. Just straight like dumped me, just was like, no, I'll explain what happened. So it was a weird day. She comes into the apartment and I'm just like, hey, like, what's going on? Are you okay? And she's just like,
I think we need to talk.
And now everyone knows we need to talk just means like the best things in the world. Yep. And she hits me with that, and I'm just like, yo, what's going on? And she's just like,
I didn't really want to bring this up, but like, I think we talked about this before, and like, I don't know, like, I don't want to sound like this kind of girlfriend, but it's like, everything you do is Pokemon. Like, you watch Pokemon, come home, you're playing Pokemon, you talk about Pokemon, you have a Pokemon podcast. It's just everything's Pokemon with you.
And I'm like, yeah, you knew this going in. You downloaded the game before we actually physically met. So we had something to connect over. You helped me with this podcast, and all of a sudden it's too much. She's like,
it's not that it's like too much, it's just that I feel like second to Pokemon, like second, like number 2 always, like no nothing that I can do. It's just always gonna be comparable to Pokemon. It's just always gonna be Pokemon first and then Casey second. Pokemon first, Casey second.
And I'm like, look, I understand that, but that's not how it is. When a parent has multiple children, or someone just has a good group of friends, but every friend is like different, but like necessary in their lives. That's what it is. I've said it to her. I've said it to so many people, her family, my family. I said that I wanted to marry this girl. I wanted to have kids with her. And then we can all play the game, like as a family, like a whole family playing Pokemon. But no, that didn't happen. She's just, just telling me that, like,
I can't just take being number 2, and I don't want to be this type of girl to put you in such a precarious position, but it's like, I don't really do ultimatums, but the thing is, like, I think I'm gonna need you to choose, like, me or, like, Pokemon.
What? How am I supposed to do that? Pokemon, I think green version was released in 1996. Red and blue 1997, I believe. I started playing the game. I was watching the anime. I loved everything about it. It was all about joy, love, friendship. Go out there, be the best. Do everything you can and anything you can, because you can do it. And even better if you're 10 years old. And at the time, I was 10 years old. So that was something I could wrap my head around. And it was just amazing. But on the other hand, Casey's a real person. Tangible. Actually have a life with. You can't have a life with a video game. in that way, I don't think, yet. Yeah. But anyway, she left me there with like an impossible decision. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? Pokemon or her? Like, I want them both. I can't have them all. Like, that's Pokemon's motto. Catch them all. Gotta, you can do everything. Not today. Not that day. That day I had a real big decision to make. I had to search my heart. I had to search my soul. Search everything inside me to come up with the answer. I couldn't even hear it at first. It was like really faint. But the more I paid attention to it, the more I paid attention to everything within myself, I really started to hear it. I looked into her eyes. I searched within myself. There was one thing just came piercing through my head. I think you can hear it too. Like, if you pay attention, like, can you hear it? I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. Ah, yeah. And that was it. That was my calling, and that's what I chose. Or it chose me, who knows? But at the end of the day, I can't be with someone who doesn't support the thing that I love, because that means that they don't love me. They don't have to be into it like that, but at least support. And if I can't get any of that, I'm good. The meantime actually was it was pretty crazy. Let me explain. I had a lot of soul searching to do. Went into a depression. That happened. I just wound up just in a spiral of self-destruction. But due to my family, my friends, just loving me and supporting me and just knowing that I can, get to a better place, I got to a better place, which is awesome. I ended up making this little ditty that you hear behind it. It's not the craziest thing, but I'm not DJ Khaled or, whoever makes music these days. I have no idea. But yeah, they helped me out, and I'm so thankful, to them. My mom, actually, she bought me, honestly, almost everything that you see here, this, the stuff, the setup, all this, because she believes in me. My dad chipped in too. Half the genetic material. No, I'm just kidding. Awesome. No, it's great. Everyone definitely did. It does take a village, and it definitely did in my case, because that hurt, But hey, stuff happens. Gotta move on. Hopefully you can grow. That's what I tried to do. I got an even better job. I'm healthier. I'm happier. I feel loved where I am. So you can't really, whatever. So that's the story. So anyway, enough with the mushy and the gushy stuff. Let's get into what you actually came in here for, and it's information on the actual game, not my life. You know what I mean? So let's do that. I don't know. Let's do that now. It says over here that we're gonna strengthen bonds and embrace harmony with the Beloved Buddies event. That's taking place now, Tuesday, February 11th at 10 a.m. to Saturday, February 15th, 2025 at 8 p.m. local time. It's February 12th at the time of this recording, 4/21. And you have a couple of days, so we'll just talk about it. 2 times XP for catching Pokemon. Lore modules activated during the event will last for 1 hour instead of the half hour. Lore modules will attract different Pokemon during the event, such as Diglett, Slowpoke, Shelder, Dunsparce, Cutiefly, and Fomantis. Additionally, 500 additional Stardust for catching the following Pokemon: Diglett, Slowpoke, Shellder, Dunsparce, Cutiefly, and Fomantis will be given, which is awesome because your multiplier for the first part of the day, if you don't have a weather boosted Pokemon, you have to get something that's evolved because you want your multiplier to multiply the amount of Stardust that you get. If you only catch something that's 100 and then you only get like 1,000 or something, but because these Pokemon are Stardust boosted for this event, it is amazing. But cool thing is Shellder in this pool is already Stardust boosted 1,000, so when you catch a Shellder, you get an additional 500. So it's 1,500 every Shellder, which is awesome. Dunsparce is also another good Pokemon to get for PvP, not for raids. For future evolution, the Dunsparce, just like Mousehold, it has a rare evolution odds. It's segmented, so when you 1 out of 100, it gets a certain rare segment. If that's your thing, go for it. Also, the shiny is boosted for this event along with Diglett. It says it over here. But before we get into that, the Pokemon debut is Dhelmise, the Sea Creeper Pokemon, and it only debuts in raids, 3-star raids. And how do you take it down? Well, let's go over here. Dhelmise is a grass and a ghost type Pokemon, so you're going to want to use pretty much anything to take this down. Not anything, but you know, dark, ghost, flying, ice, fire. I'm probably missing 1 or 2, but not too bad. I mean, Dhelmise is pretty like tanky, but you know, it's not impossible. The fast attacks that it gets access to are Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. Shadow Claw is going to have a faster energy generation, whereas it has 2 fast attacks, Shadow Claw and Astonish. Wow. Shadow Claw is faster energy generation, whereas Astonish is going to hit for more damage on the fast attack, but not generate as much energy. The charge moves it has access to are Shadow Ball, Power Whip, and Heavy Slam. Therefore, for the fast attack and to optimize Dhelmise, if you want to use it for PvP, you're going to want to use Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, Power Whip, most likely, unless you're running a team that wants to surprise fairies for whatever reason. But remember, that's only neutral damage, and that's a lot of energy for a meh steel type attack, you know, for coverage and stuff like that. Dhelmise, if you want to use it for Great League, I don't even know if you can use it, but if you do, you want to trade someone who has a Dhelmise and you want your friendship level to be garbage, like very low, so that hopefully you get it under 1,500. Don't worry about PvP IVs, you just want it under 1,500. It is essentially a Trevenant clone. Just like Trevenant was a Gourgeist clone, Dhelmise is a Trevenant clone. This one's just tankier. Yeah, the shiny hasn't come out yet, so that's it. Shiny would have been better for this event because the shiny is red, but who am I? Wild encounters. The following Pokemon will appear more frequently in the wild. You'll have an increased chance to counter Shiny Diglett and Shiny Dunsparce. So above all these other Pokemon, Shiny Diglett or Dunsparce and Diglett have an increased chance to be shiny. In this pool, you have Nidoran female, male, Diglett, Slowpoke, Shellder, Dunsparce, Remoraid, Mantine. The reason why I get weird with that is because I pronounce it Mantine, you know, like saltine crackers. I don't say saltine crackers, but Mantine, Plusle, Minin, I say Minin, Volby, Illumise, I don't say Illumise because it doesn't have that French accent at the end. Cutiefly, Fomantis. Really, the only things to focus on are the Diglett and Dunsparce because they give extra Stardust, and the whatchamacallit is boosted. The shinies are boosted on them. But you do have 2 times XP for catching Pokemon, so scratch that. And, you know, gotta catch them all. In raids, the following Pokemon will appear in raids, but you have an increased chance to counter shiny Skrelp. In 1-star raids is Skrelp, Shellder, and Dwebble. I wouldn't recommend the 1-star raids, but do what you do. In 3-star raids, we have Slowbro, Hippowdon, and Dhelmise. Slowbro is a psychic and water type. So, you know, ghost, grass, electric. Probably forgetting one. Dark. Bug? Maybe? I don't know. Yes, I think. Anyway, Hippowdon is Hippowdon's what? Just straight ground, but Hippowdon, if it's not in its shadow form, it really doesn't it's really not at its best. So if you're gonna raid Hippowdon, you know, get it for the candies. It can't be shiny. The Slowbro can be shiny because Slowbro has a mega, and it's good because you get the benefits of, you know, maybe getting a Hundo Slowbro, Shundo shiny, but you don't have to deal with all the energy stuff. If you want to get energy for your megas, just walk them. In 5-star raids, you have Enamorus incarnate form. Enamorus is a great fairy type attacker. To be fair, there aren't too many great fairy type attackers, so there you go. But it really is really good. I still need that Hundo, and it really is a great core breaker for the Master League if that's what you're into. It's weak to steel, I think, electric, and ice. Poison. Aha. I always forget one. In Mega Raids, you have Mega Tyranitar that you could actually solo. If you have the right counters for, or duo, you want to get your hands on a Mega Tyranitar. If you can try to get 2 really good IV ones, because you want one solely for rock type attacking, the other one for dark type attacking, because in order to get the rock fast move on Tyranitar, the preferred one, you need an elite fast TM, and it serves a great purpose in raids and Team Rocket and gyms and stuff if you align it right. And if you're lucky, you might get a shiny wand. Field research task rewards. Complete field research tasks to earn Stardust and encounters with Tandemaus. Speaking of which, if you go to Leak Duck, it seems like that's the only task. Trade a Pokemon and then you get Tandemaus, and then I guess I don't know. Leak Duck usually has all of them, but it I don't know. I don't know what's been going on with Leak Duck. But for right now, you only have Tandemaus encounters. If you want that Hundo, CP is 382. Remember, you have your collection challenges, your Slowbro, Shellder, Volbeat, Illumise, you know, the whole pairings and stuff. And remember to grab your XXLs and be on the lookout for the showcases at different Pokestops where you can enter event-themed Pokemon. Seriously, don't sleep on showcases. I always say this, and please just don't, because you get premium rewards. So I have so many. I looked at my inventory. I had like 77 star pieces. I was like, where did all these come from? And a lot of them have come from winning showcases and doing routes or routes. I don't know, however you pronounce that. But next up we have a Scatterbug shiny event. It says connect with trainers around the world during the Scattered to the Winds event. Scattered to the Winds is going to happen next week on Tuesday, February 18th at 10 a.m. to Thursday, February 20th, 2025 at 8 p.m. local time. The event bonuses are going to be, I think, pretty meh. 2 times XP for spinning a Pokestop. They think that that's a lot, but you only get 100 for spinning a Pokestop, so you would only get 200. I know when you're grinding to level 50, every little bit counts, but don't put a whole sentence in that if it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't, I don't know, whatever. 5 times XP for spinning a Pokestop for the first time. Now this one is actually, you know, should be worth a mention, because you get, I think, 1,000 XP for spinning a Pokestop for the first time, so 5,000 is great. This bonus is pretty good. Open up to 40 gifts per day, and open up to 60 gifts per day if you have purchased the Expedition Access February ticket. That's a mouthful. Increased chance to encounter shiny Pidgey. Shout out to Brandon 10. That's his favorite Pokemon. Vivillon flutters in. Scatterbug, Spupa, and Vivillon make their shiny debuts in Pokemon Go. Pin postcards from trainers around the world. To earn postcards with Scatterbug, you'll have an increased chance to encounter shiny Scatterbug if you're lucky. Now, the thing with that is, like, I wanted to complete the medal, so it's like when you start that whole journey, like you like, let's say California, like, you pin their postcard, all of a sudden you get a Scatterbug, and then like you have to pin 3 to get your second Scatterbug, and then I think, what is it, it caps out at like 5. You have to pin 5 from like that person's region or something in order to get an encounter. So, you know, it's not great for people like me that already got the, you know, the platinum medal, but I guess it's you know, another thing we can grind, so it's not too bad. The wild encounters for this event are good and bad, and I'll tell you why. The following Pokemon will appear more frequently in the wild: Caterpie, Pidgey, Spearow, Wurmple, and Starly. So these Pokemon are pretty trash. The good thing is that they're all shiny eligible, and they're all some of the cheapest Pokemon to evolve. Therefore, if you need the Scientist Medal or you're looking for extra XP, like, that's actually more mentionable than that 2 times XP for spinning a Pokestop nonsense thing. But I digress. There will be field research task rewards. Remember Leak Duck? There'll probably be something like this one. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully not, you know. But this is where it really gets me. And look, pay timed research for $5 or the equivalent pricing tier in your local currency. You'll be able to access event exclusive timed research. Timed research rewards include the following: 16.5k Stardust, 3 rare candies, an event theme avatar pose, encounters with event-themed Pokemon, and more. Event-themed Pokemon are these trash Pokemon: Caterpie, Pidgey, Spearow, really. So you're going to pay $5 for Caterpie and the like encounters and that stuff, and there's no real boost to them. Like, this event that we're in now is actually better than this, and for $5 I understand that you know, you get the pose. Like, after the event is over, you're gonna pay $5 for the pose itself, so you might as well participate and pay the $5 for the pose and stuff. But if you are just audio only, let me explain what this pose looks like. It is a trainer holding multiple pieces of paper, and they're writing on a postcard, and they look at it and they put it underneath the other pieces of paper, and they write on the other postcard, and they take it up, they look at it, and they put it back under, and then they write, and they don't even look happy about it. They just look like they're working. Like, it doesn't even... What is this? Is there going to be like a mailman outfit to go with this? Because then that would kind of make sense, I guess. Not really, but just fit the theme. Like, this person isn't even smiling. Like, smile, human being. Are you not happy to get the... Like, it would be better if, like, they got the postcard and, like, opened it and, like, danced around a little bit. Like, then it'd make sense, because it's like, oh, it's a you know, shiny Spupa is you know, you get to encounter it, and like, you're getting something. But this just looks like work. I you know, God bless you if you're gonna buy this. But and then remember, you have your collection challenges, which should be fairly easy, because these Pokemon are fairly common, and so are their XXLs. But this one says complete evolution focus collection challenge to receive XP Stardust and encounter with Scyther. Scyther can be shiny. It doesn't say it here, but Scyther can be shiny. It actually has a 1 in 64 shiny chance, so that's actually crazy. Now we have another thing, the lucky exchange. The number of guaranteed lucky Pokemon a trainer can receive in a trade has been increased from 25 to 35, and starting Tuesday, February 18, 2025 at 10 a.m. local time, if you trade a Pokemon that has been in a trainer's Pokemon storage since 2019, it is guaranteed to become lucky until the limit is reached. This change is permanent. So trade with someone who has a Pokemon from 2019, and I guess you'll have a higher chance of it being lucky. Or that's probably not what it says, but I have a thing with lucky Pokemon. You know, I appreciate the fact that they're insanely cheap to power up. I personally just have had a bad time getting perfects from lucky Pokemon. I get perfects from trades all day. Lucky? No. So it's like, what? Why does this feature exist if I don't get to, you know? You tell me. Anyway, again, be on the lookout for Pokestop showcases and the like. All right, real quick, I just wanted to take a second to thank you. Anyone who's watching, anyone who's supporting me, the channel, the podcast, thank you so much. Anyone new, remember to rate, like, comment, subscribe. Whatever platform you are on, look a brother out. But seriously, thank you. All right, trainer, we only have a couple other things to talk about, and then we can skedaddle. So let's get into that right now. An update from on Pokemon Go Tour Unova, Los Angeles. Our team has been watching the situation in Los Angeles, prioritizing the safety and well-being of Pasadena, the greater Los Angeles area, and our Pokemon Go community in partnership with the Rose Bowl Operating Company and local authorities. We have made the... Wait. Hold on. We have made the decision to continue holding the in-person Pokemon Go Tour Unova Los Angeles experience at Rose Bowl Stadium and Brookside Golf Course. I don't know why I said that so spooky, but no. That's what it is, including citywide gameplay in Los Angeles and Orange County. Our thoughts are with those impacted by these wildfires. More information, including what we are doing to support the local community, will be shared at a later date. We understand that not all trainers who purchased a ticket may be able to attend the Pokemon Go Tour Unova Los Angeles. As a result of this situation, trainers can request refunds via the in-app support until February 23rd, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. PST to receive a full refund of their ticket purchase. This is insane. Do you know why? It is because Pokemon Go has never used the word refund in their verbiage like this ever. It has probably been, you're not ever going to get a refund, but it's not, you're going to get, like, here's your money back because, we understand that things happen. What? You understand now? Get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, look, you guys are gonna want to save the dates for the next community days, but really doesn't matter. Save the dates. This is what I look at. When I see the save the dates, I see any days, any Saturdays off because I work Sunday. That's what I'm, whatever. But we'll go through this a little bit. We're excited to share the dates for next season's community days. Saturday, March 8th, 2025. We'll talk about that in a second. But after that, you're going to have a Community Day Classic in March 22nd. I hope that's going to be Pidgey because it would kind of align with the whole Pidgey thing that's going to happen next week and stuff. I don't know, maybe not. What do you want? Let me know in the comments. Machop? Is that a thing? But yeah, I want Pidgey. But it'd be cool if it'd be Machop. Then, you have another Sunday, April 27th, and then Sunday, May 8th, and then May 24th, you have another classic. So who knows? And then you have a whole list of stuff on these things. Most notable is the Saturday and Sunday, March 8th and 9th, you have Max Battle Weekend. So during this upcoming Community Day, there's going to be a Max Battle Weekend, which is cool. I'm excited to get when the information comes out. I'll be excited to get into the details on that. But the details I really wanted to get into was this? March 2025, Community Day, Fuecoco. Saturday, March 8th, 2025, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. Trainers were excited to announce that Fuecoco, the Fire Croc Pokemon, will be featured during March Community Day. Fuecoco will appear more frequently in the wild, and if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny one because this is a Community Day, so the odds should be 1 in 25, so go out there and play. The featured attack will be Evolve a Crocalor Fuecoco's evolution during the event or up to a week after to get a Skeledirge that knows the charge attack Blast Burn. I really love that they did this during a week after the event to get the charge attack, because sometimes it is so hard to get that, like the right Pokemon, especially like if you haven't traded or you have too many and you haven't done like all the trades like within a certain time. Like I think they've been really doing well with these community days, although I don't know if one is, I mean, I know one is going to be had for Fuecoco, but I don't know if one is needed because Fuecoco is like just great on its own. It has Incinerate as its fast move typically, and then Shadow Ball and Disarming Voice or Dazzling Gleam as its other for the fairy type coverage or the dark type coverage if it comes in, you know what I mean? Like for PvP especially, because I mean you wouldn't really want to use this in raids, and I mean you still could, but yeah, I don't know. Not only that, there's going to be a move update starting with the event and continuing afterwards. Skeledirge will be able to learn the charge attack Torch Song, and in trainer battles that'll do 70 power, increase a user's attack by 1 stage. So even though Blast Burn is busted for every Pokemon that has it, like this one is, it's 70 power and it's going to increase the user's attack by 1 stage. If that's guaranteed, the Incinerate damage is going to be that fairy type move isn't going to be that necessary if you can ramp up the Incinerate damage that much. Obviously it's not going to do that, you know, in gyms and raids. In gyms and raids it's going to be, you know, 100 power, but it's not going to have like that boost. What is boosted is the amount of money for this Community Day special research thing, which I did it once for the Ralts, and it was a good value. So if you're looking, it still is a good value, even though it's a jump. I do like the rewards that they give you in the encounters and stuff. So for $2 of the equivalent pricing tier in your local currency, you'll be able to access Fuecoco Community Day exclusive special research, and you complete the special research, earn premium battle pass, rare candy XL, additional encounters with Fuecoco, and 3 encounters with Fuecoco that have a seasonal special background. Now, just like Tandemaus and Dunsparce, and the Dunsparce with the evolutions and all that, have Maushold and all that stuff, this aesthetic background thing, I don't know, it doesn't mean anything to me, and it means less when they put the backgrounds and everything. Before it was like just backgrounds and events, but it's like now it's backgrounds and like everything. It's like if the background meant that the IV floor was like 13 13 13 like Mighty Pokemon, then I'd be like, yeah, the backgrounds are dope, but it's not. So it's another visual thing to go for. Look, I'm already good with the shiny odds. I don't need shiny odds on top of another thing. I don't know. You do what you do, live your life, love yourself, and don't forget, you're now able to purchase and gift tickets to any of your friends. You know, if you haven't spent enough money on this game, spend it on your friends. Now, sometimes you do, just in case, like, let's say it's like their favorite Pokemon or something, you know, you want to do that stuff. And Community Day special background and research. Now, the cool thing is that, like, you're gonna want to go out with people if you're gonna do a Community Day, because that's the best time to get these background things, because it's like trade with a friend, do a party task, win a raid 5-star or higher. So more than likely you are going to need a friend or 2 or 3 or 4. Except with Enamorus, you can duo solo it. You don't even need to be that strong. You know, your Pokemon don't even need to be that strong. It's very weak, especially if you have like a Mega Aggron to support everybody else. You're good. The event bonuses for this one is like a double-edged sword for me because it's 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon. Now, Fuecoco is ghost and fire type, so it's going to get that boost in like some sort of cloudy weather and then sunny and stuff like that. But if you want like Great League IVs, Ultra League IVs, you actually don't want the weather boost. But if you're just looking for the hundo, then yeah, you actually want the weather boost, because weather boost always gives Pokemon, I think it's like 1 stat somewhere or something like that. I'm definitely wrong on like the specifics, but the overall message that it does boost the stats, yeah, that's correct. That I know for sure, 100%. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, 2 times chance for trainers level 31 and up to receive Candy XL from catching Pokemon. Lure modules activated during the event will last for 3 hours. Incense, excluding daily adventure incense, activated during the event will last for 3 hours. Take a few snapshots during Community Day for surprise. Surprise is Fuecoco. 1 additional special trade can be made for a maximum of 2 for the day. Bars. Trades will require 50% less Stardust. Let's go. While most bonuses are only active during the 3-hour period, these bonuses are active from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. local time. I wish I could do that really fast voice. Field research, Mars community data. But yeah, do your field research. Always a good way to get your hundo or shundo. Always a great way. 2 Community Day bundles will be available during the event. The 1350 Poke Coins, you will get 50 Ultra Balls, 5 Super Incubators, 1 Elite Charge TM, and 5 Lucky Eggs. Or for 480 Poke Coins, you'll get 30 Ultra Balls, 1 Incense, 3 Super Incubators, and 1 Lure Module. That's the one that I have been going for after I hit level 50. Before level 50, it was always, it was always both, but definitely the 1350 one. It's always a great value, I believe. And then lastly but not least, it says looking for other trainers to play with. So if you want other trainers to play with, you can use the Pokemon Go website. You can use Campfire. You can meet them in person. That's how I met New Tony. That's how I met a lot of people. I actually have a story about someone that I met. We'll share it another time. But yeah. I think that's good for now. I think, maybe. You tell me. Anyway, trainer, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the channel, the podcast, and everything. Until next time, remember, trainer, you don't have to be the very best. You already are. Okay, love you. Bye.